evening, everyone. How's everyone this fine Thursday evening? Well, it's a bit dreary and miserable here in Donegal. It's not quite raining, it's dry, but it looks like it's going to try and rain. How's everyone else out there? What's everyone been at? Let's see who's in the chat. So we got the 37s running again tonight, hopefully. There was a mad panic here just before I went live. The internet started to play up. Had an issue the other day. Sky came on, changed a few settings, fecked everything up. So I had to log on to the router again. Luckily, I saved the configuration for the router, so I just reapplied it and it was up and running. But then this evening, it decided the gremlins came out again, and it just like 15 minutes to go, no internet. So frankly, went around restarting everything, and it seems to be up and running. So if I disappear, I apologize, but it's beyond my control at the moment. So anyway, let's see who's in the house. We have Martin O'Keefe. Good evening, Martin. Hi, Tom Houston, Model Rail. Peter Jackson, Cheetah Heath. Good evening, Peter. Lynn Tree Towns Trains, London. How are you doing, sir? Joshua W56 Gaming. Brian Madden. Yes, Brian did text me. He's also having internet problems. He's about 30 miles up the road from me. And, oh, got a derailment. And a short. See, this is what I love about this new system. Sort the short out, everything starts going again. So where was I, Brian? Oh, Simon Model Railway Showcase is in. I enjoyed your video there the other day where you went out down towards Naas, spotting the Cork Express. Jerry BVR, how you doing? Alan White, good evening, sir. Hot Dog Pilot Andy's in the house. Anthony Dodge Model Railway Model. Oh, Anthony. Start again. Anthony Dodge, the Model Train Outsider. Hi, Anthony. How you doing? Is Kyan with you this evening? Clive Colbert. Hi, Clive. I've got your photos here. I'm going to show them later on in the stream. Graham, Lemington Station. How are you doing, Graham? I just caught your video that went up there. Was it about an hour or so ago of the NEC? Newland Railway, Clive, also caught your video today on your bargain of a layout that you got. 100 quid for what you got there. I don't know where you people get these bargains from. Below. That's a new name. You're very welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'd agree with you there. Why can't the government build cycleways and railways together, not just narrow gauge, but normal railways? You know, my idea is if they're putting in the railways, they should put in cycleways alongside them and ducting for other infrastructure, for the likes of your fiber, gas, electric. Do it all at the same time so it was there. But, you know, that's forward thinking. Anyone? Oh, Jason the Train Freak, how are you doing? Jason is one of our fellow model railroaders because he's across the pond. Do check his channel out. I think I've got Irish Train guys in the house. How are you doing? Barry Walker, good evening, Barry. How are you doing? A wonderful short trip to Bristol today to pick up a system after a cruise. Oh, very nice. Something I'd love to do is go on a cruise, but the missus, she gets very, very seasick, so won't be happening anytime soon. Joshua W56 Gaming, hello. Oh, Valerie Green's in the house. Hi, Valerie. Are you going to be at the show tomorrow evening? Tom, are you going to be there as well? Oh, sorry to hear that, Valerie. You saw my news, didn't you? Did you put something in, Joshua, that I missed? Yeah, I seen the rail freight. Now, I was in here running trains the other night, and I am loving this new system. I was sat on the sofa with my tablet, controlling the trains, watching them go around, and it kept stopping where it stopped there now. And the track was a bit dirty, and I cleaned it. And also further around, it kept stopping. And again, I cleaned it. But now it's stopping again. So I'm going to go over it now shortly and inspect that bit of track and just see if it's picked up a load of dirt again. It always seems to be certain rails that just get dirty for some reason. But it stopped at a signal. Tractors on Tour, hey, Yozer, that's a name I don't recognize. You're welcome to the stream. Yes, you'll be there Friday. Yeah, I'm coming up tomorrow. I'm traveling up tomorrow. When I was speaking to some of the club members when I was at the other Bangor show, they said, yeah, if you come on up a little bit early, I can get in while they're setting up and do some filming and stuff. I may do a live from there tomorrow evening just to show everybody around. Anthony, I hope I don't step on your toes because the show is running from 7 to 9:30 tomorrow evening. So if I get a chance and I got enough signal, I might just do a quick live to show whoever's around about, because the last live I done from Wexford show actually got quite a few views, which I was surprised about. So let me put down the phone that I'm reading the comments on, and let's go over and see why that 37 has stopped. Maybe we could just do a little bit more juice. As I was quickly putting these trains on before I hit the live button. It could be that the loco actually needs a good clean. Of course, if I took the tablet out with me, I'd be able to control it a bit better. No, that track's clean. It's all nice and shiny, no dirty bits on it. So what I'm going to do is just give that 37 a little bit more oomph. You can see here where I've got the tablet all controlled. Right, let's go a bit more power. Sorry, Josh, I didn't. I miss, sometimes the comments skip, Joshua, so I don't always see them. I don't intentionally ignore anyone. Oh, you went on a tour down the Liffey today? Very nice. Was that on a boat tour or a walking tour? The layout is coming along slowly. I built let me just show you on the roaming camera, another piece there for the upper level. I have to put the supports on it to put it at the right height. But I got that done briefly last weekend because, again, it was another weekend of family commitments and everything, so I couldn't do as much as I'd like to. Mystic Railroad, good evening, sir. How are you doing? Oh, it was a boat tour. Oh, very nice. And Trouble just walked in. John's not Trouble. I don't know what you're on about. But don't forget to hit that like button for me, guys. Subscribe if you're new here. And if you got any questions, pop them into the chat. Tonight, because I didn't get to it last week, we'll put a chip in this Class 66 and see if we can get it running. I've got some dug around, found a chip which I knew I had somewhere, and I put it down somewhere. Oh, there it is. I lost it again. So this is just one of the rails of Sheffield 21-pin decoders. They're actually by DCC Concepts. So it comes with a harness to convert it to 8-pin, which is why I picked those up, because I thought, well, that will come in handy for 21 or 8-pin. Of course, now you have other pinned arrangements. You got 6, you got Plux 22, and just John traded at New Orleans Voodoo for the New England Witchcraft. Gotta watch that guy. Don't worry about it, Joshua. It's like if I miss a comment, just put it in. Just don't spam the chat too much, so it can be annoying for other chat users. But usually someone will pick it up, like Anthony there picked it up, said I had to look at something, so I can scroll back a bit and have a look. So again, hi to everybody, and hi to anybody who's watching this on playback. Good evening, or good day, or good morning, whatever time it is you're rewatching this. Barnabas Junction, Jason's in the house. Good evening, Jason. How are you doing, sir? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it over for your train show. I was looking at flights now. I thought I'd do a day trip over, but my missus is going to Bristol that weekend with a few of the kids, so I have to stay here with the remaining bunch of kids, so I won't be able to make it, I'm afraid. So to have a quick look, get an early morning flight out of Belfast into Manchester, hop on a hire car and spin down to you, but I'm not going to be able to make it, unfortunately. So I'm not sure what route is showing on the TV now, because it was the remainder of the Paddington to Hereford route that was on last week. And now it's just skipped on to another video. It's a playlist of UK cab views. I can tell you it's somewhere in the UK. Oh, departing Steeton and Stilson on the countryside is starting to open up. There we are. I have no idea where Steeton or Stilson is. Stilston. Raymond Leggs in the house. How you doing, Raymond? All right, so I got some more. Right. This 37 is derailing for some reason. What's it catching on that is derailing on? Watch that again. And the other one is... There we go. Let's get that going again. Near Skipton, is it? Okay. Yeah, I've got 37s running here, John. That's in various liveries. Pulling, some of them pulling wagons they would never have pulled. Yeah. Right, let me just see if I can. I've got the backman there that's sat in the siding, the 37. It switch the lights on it, and it makes all the noises, but it doesn't move. And I've had that before with a couple of my locos, and I just had to reset the chips. And they went away. So it's not like a drive problem or anything like that. It's just something happens to the chip every now and again, and you just reset it, and it works. So, oh, that'll be the phone. Oh, Brian's in the house. How you doing, Brian? Currently eating, so typing left-handed. Oh, eating anything nice? Oh, Digger Evans is in. Hi, Digger. How you doing? Must admit, I did get a sneaky takeaway earlier on. Just a smoky bacon burger from Supermax, which is an Irish fast food joint, similar to, well, your McDonald's or Burger King. But I will be up in Belfast tomorrow, so I will be able to get a Burger King, because I do like their bacon double cheeseburgers. And it's not very often I have one, because the nearest Burger King to me here is about 70 miles away. Last time I was in the States, which was 2017, I was in Orlando doing the whole Disney thing, but I made it sort of a mission to go around and try all these different burger joints, you know, like Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, and then there's Checkers, and then I've done IHOP and Waffle House and Denny's, and just all those sort of the iconic brands you see on the TV and movies and what have you. Just to see what they were like. Oh, Leslie's in as well. Hi, Leslie. How you doing? Oh, chicken casserole. Ooh, very nice. Anyway, let's... I lived to tell the tale. Yes, I did. Oh, Subway. That's one place I do not like is Subway. I just do not like their sandwiches. Just, oh... Right, let's put the chip in this, and then I'll swap out one of the 37s, run it around for a while. And then while that's running around, I can show you the photo Clive sent me of some of his rolling stock. So let's move the camera a little bit closer so you can see, and I'll change that around. So we've got one big camera. And I want that one there. Here we go. And there you can see all the mess just over here. Right, so I'll put the comments up there, so I'll try and keep an eye. Jersey Mike's. Oh. Like Subway, both the sandwich and the train. Right, let me mute my phone. Jersey Mike's, where's that in Ireland? Oh, Steve Route 7's in. How you doing? Yeah, the train freak Jason is in the States, and so is Mystic. Everyone else is in the UK. There's a few of us here in Ireland. Like Brian, Clive. There's a few other people in here as well from Ireland. Anyway. So this is just one of the Hornby. I think it's a Railroad Plus model. There's no lights or anything on it. It's got pickups on all wheels, which is great. I've already taken the blanking plate out of this, So we'll just need to get the chip out, program it. This was on special, I think, when I was at the NEC. They were selling them for 60 quid, I think I picked it up for. There's the chip. It's 21 pin. And we just pop it in, obviously making sure we have it lined up properly. Yeah, so there's the pins there. That's the blank one there, so it goes in like that. I have to admit that one time it took me ages to figure out how to put one of these chips in. You just line it up on the pins and gently just push it down. That's it, that's the chip in. Right, let's put it on the programming track. So I'll do that and then I'll bring you guys over. And decide what number I'm going to give this. So it's on the Gauge Master Prodigy programming check. There it is there. Where's my list of locos? Normally I would, the last two digits I would do that, but 48 is already taken. So what's the next two digits? 74. Have I got a 74? Mm, 72, 73. Really should sort this so it's in numerical order. Nope, I don't appear to have a 74, so I'm gonna. So let me just show you that. So there's the number, so 66748. Normally I would take those two digits. And if that's taken, and I look at the next two digits, so 74, and carry on like that. If it's one of my locos I'm using all the time, then I know the digit, know the number off of my head. Otherwise, I have a sheet here with all the details on. So I've got to try and remember how to do this now, because I've only done this once before on this new system. So I've got to hit the programming button. Programming track. Enter address 74. Yes. Enter, sending it to it. That's it. Now, there's other CVs I could adjust and everything like that, but I'm not going to at the moment. So I'm going to take this now, put it on a bit of the track. Take you guys with me. So I can put it on one of these sidings. My railer. And let's go 74, acquire, and I see if it moves. So much for that railer putting it on the track. Of course, this being a railroad, it's got traction tires, so it's not going to be a magnificent runner. Forward. And back. So that's working. So I'll put the cover back on it, and then we'll hook it up. Let it run around. Oh, look at that, the 37 stopped. Right, where did I put the... So I'm sorry, I'm not keeping an eye on the chat, so if anybody's saying anything at the moment, I apologize. Where did I put the loco show? This is why you should keep your place tidy, so when you put something down, you can find it. So that is the front. And it's just being a Hornby Railroad, it just clips back on. There's no screws holding it on. Here we go. Actually, no, I put that on the wrong way around, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. All right. Stop that. Take 37 off. Put this back on. And we'll let this go around the track. So 74. Now this will tell if I put it in the right way. No, I didn't. So we'll see how that goes around the track now. All right, let's put that back to all screens. Didn't like some of the point work. All right, we'll see how that goes around. Give it a couple of loops. Right. Let me just go back on the chat a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't like one particular join on the track. Everything else goes around it fine, but there's a little bit out of alignment. Right, okay. I'm gonna have to watch this as it goes around next time and just see exactly where it's hopping off, whether it's the point or the join. Like Lima, where it clicks on, holds like a limbit, so you damage it taking the shell off. I don't know, some of the Hornby ones, you go and take the thing off and it comes off smooth as no problems at all. Then other ones, bits of plastic pried in there and oh, it just won't come off. And you're like, I don't want to pull this too hard because something's going to break. And then next thing snap and you're like, oh. There's nothing worse than when you damage one of your bits, rolling stock or your loco through your own sheer brute force and ignorance. Even when you're trying to be careful. All right, it's hopping off at the joint. It doesn't like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it, put it on the other end, and run it round the other way just to see. As I tested this track with loads of bits of stock just to see where all the joins okay, and this one doesn't like that join, so let's see how it goes going the other way over the join. It'll probably derail somewhere else now. It's fine going around that way on that joint, so we'll see if it derails anywhere else. 156 Andrew, Shortbread Express, good evening. How you doing? I see no Flymo in tonight. I haven't seen, or have I missed? Yeah, derail somewhere else. Really didn't like that. Obviously got to work on those joints again. They're not quite right. Yeah, the chat's just disappeared on my phone again. I'm doing good, Andrew. I'm just put a chip in this 66, this Hornby 66, and it doesn't like my track work. As you know, on a lot of these Hornby ones, there isn't much travel on the bogie. So it's just where it's coming off the curve. Yeah, I'm going to stop that and take it off because it's just going to derail every time I go around. And we'll put the good old 37 on. There's such a weight difference. This is the Cura Scale 37. And it just sticks to the track. See how that goes around. Okay, so 66 is chipping into the track. Flymo is probably chasing moose. No, it's not the couplings catching. It's on the joins, the baseboard joins, where the track is just a little bit high. And it's one thing I've done with this, and it's something I've learned now, is to not have the track curving across baseboard joints because it just causes issues. Because there was a lot of fiddling around with this to get it all right. And it seemed to work I tested it with steam engines and everything like that, but the 66 just doesn't like going around it. Everything else seems to go around it fine. Is the 66 motor running first or second? It was running second. You reckon it'd be better if it was pulling it round as opposed to the motor pushing it? You know what I mean? And I suppose it might be better because, yeah, there'd be more weight on that end, wouldn't there? Oh, thank you very much, Andrew. Much appreciated. Yes, still got those passenger coaches, the car transporter wagons of the eastern region. Oh, the old mayor, there's a moose loose about this house. Yeah, I remember that. Lost a crank screw. Yeah, that is one of those things. You lose something on the layout and it's like, well, where has that gone? It's all right if it's a bit of like ferrous metal, you can go around with a magnet, and it's surprising when you put a magnet around what you pick up. Oh, you got some LMS coaches? Very nice. Oh, Hermitage Road is in the house. Good evening, sir. How are you doing? I think have got a Duchess? No, I don't. No. Actually, have I got anything LMS? I've got XLMS stuff, which is under BR, but I'm sure I had an LMS freight loco. Well, come Saturday, which, as you guys know, is my birthday, I will have another Red Stripe 37, which I'm getting. I know I'm getting it because I bought it and paid for it myself, and it's been given to me as a birthday present. So I'll be happy with that. Of course, there won't be anything at the show tomorrow because it's in a church hall. They're not allowed to have sales, so there won't be anything there. I've got no money anyway. I'm broke. Yes, 21 again. Yes, this now is one of those milestone birthdays. I'm reaching the 50, and it just seems a bit surreal. Like it only seems like yesterday I was at my dad's 50th, and here I am at mine, which he reminded me of the other day. He said, "Oh, remember when you were at my 50th?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." Yeah, myself and Joyce are birthday twins. Another 2 years for you, Brian. Thank you, Simon. Leslie youngsters. Are you going to be at the Bangor show, Clive? Or are you going to be at the one in August? Oh, this is your last week of work in the evenings. I take it you didn't get your insurance sorted out then, Graham? Would you look at all these nippers? Right, let's see if I can bring up Clive's photos he sent through. I'll let them go through on a slideshow a few times. So Hooker's brother joined the 40 Club. I've been waiting 8 years to take the piss out of him. Right, let's see if I can do this now. Share screen. Entire screen. And it should start a slideshow so you can see that. No, Mark, I didn't. Oh, so you didn't get it sorted. Sorry to hear that, Graham. That's... Yeah. Also, we got some of the ones are corrupted. The same last time. I don't know. No, that's a corrupted file. Probably should have checked these before but I just ran out of time today. Oh, that's not good. Some of them aren't supported. I'll let it go through. You'll get a blank screen a couple of times on the photos that aren't. You renumbered some of these, didn't you, Clive? I think you were saying that last week you renumbered them. There's quite a few of them are not coming up. It could be my computer as well, because this has been giving me a little bit of bother. Oh, and the, why is that stopped? I think it's going to be one of those evenings. Get your evenings back. Oh, so you're going to be doing a live stream and getting your layout built? My birthday is in July. I can't wait to be 21. No, it's not the files, just Windows being Windows. Yeah, probably. As I put, this is obviously running Windows 10. I start getting the notifications today saying, oh, this support for Windows 10 ends in October and your laptop can't be upgraded to Windows 11. Howard Pomfret, good evening, sir. How you doing? Just wonder, is there... I'm going to stop sharing a minute. And what I'm going to do is just... I'm just going to see if I can open it in a different program and see if that improves. Open with... Yeah, it is Windows just being Windows, because I opened up the same program again. I can view them all individually, but when it starts the slideshow, it goes, no. But it can be upgraded to Linux. Hi, Howard. Well, you missed, we put a chip in a 66, which was running around, but I've taken it off because it kept derailing on the baseboard joints. So it's something I need to look at. I might try running it again, as Tom suggested there, with the power bogey leading. And yeah, I was just trying to show some of Clive's photos here he sent me, but Windows isn't playing ball. So I'm seeing what else I've got in here to open them with. The image was too big, so we resized it for you. Wow, very helpful of you. Well, that won't do. Oh. No, I can't get them to do anything. So I'm going to have to leave that for now, Clive, I'm afraid. Proper upgrades on Linux. Yeah, I might do that on this laptop. To be honest, I think this laptop's coming to the end of its life anyway. It must be about 10 years old at this point. And I've noticed the past couple of days it's been really unhelpful. Well, that's probably the downgrades that keep coming through every month from Windows. I got totally stumped regarding upgrades. You mean upgrades on software that you use or Linux itself? Because is it Ubuntu, which is what I've used in the past? Very simple to use. It's got a Windows GUI. Just excuse me there. Just had to have a swig of the old Dr. Pepper. All right, we got everything still running? Everything still going around? Yeah? If you can, Mark, I would try and install Windows 10 from about 6 months ago and then don't update it. Yeah, as I've noticed, are they taking a leaf out of Apple's book? Oh, here's an upgrade. Oh, now your phone doesn't work. Oh, you're going to have to buy a new phone. No, it's all right, Simon. I have another bottle. Yeah, but the only place I can get Dr. Pepper is, you get the small bottles in most shops, like the 500 mils, but if you want a big bottle, it seems to be B&M or the Republic version. They call it Home Savers. It's quite funny. You go in there, it's got all the B&M branding on it, prices in sterling and everything, which is great because you can see exactly how much you're being ripped off when you buy it in euros. But saying that, I was in, going off topic here now, I was in Asda last week, doing a bit of shopping, and a litre of olive oil, just Asda own brand, was something like £7.80 sterling. Whereas I can get a litre of olive oil in Lidl here for €4.80, which is a massive difference. So it pays to shop around, and I think it's getting to the stage now here in the Republic where fuel prices are almost cheaper in the north than they are in the south. It's been the other way around for years, but it's the worst thing that can happen with Dr. Pepper is it passing my lips. That's the one that's been gradually getting worse for about 6 months. Yeah, so I was wondering, is olive oil gone up in the UK because we're outside of Europe now and it's something you have to import? But you guys, without getting into politics, you guys are heading for a general election on the 4th of July. Don't know why he picked that date. The last, I think not the last election, the election before in the UK. I think I voted in that because I was working in the UK, but I wasn't actually living there, but I was registered to vote. Which, seeing that I was, although I wasn't living in the country, I was paying British tax. So I had my vote. Been using rape oil for a few years now. I've never tried that. Perhaps he was feeling independent. Hi, Grace and Rob, RGJ Trains. How you doing? Oh, were you on the ferry? Did you take a trip over to Dublin? Andy Dobson's in as well. Hi, Andy. How you doing? Do have a video out tomorrow. It's continuation on from the one last week, building a baseboard for the layout I'm building. That's all I've done so far with that. I haven't done anything else. I was actually over in Enniskillen last Saturday. That's the other thing I was doing at the weekend. That's right. That's another why I couldn't get anything is a friend of mine was putting a play on, and I was helping him out with some props on the stage. Had to build a door and go and put that on the stage on Saturday. So I was in Enniskillen. So I popped in to chat to Warren, the owner of the model shop in Enniskillen, to see about what height I can build this layout, you know, to put some hills and things on it. I was just double checking that. Oh, no, you didn't. Okay, I turned away from the chat now. I've missed something. Just a quick duty-free run. Oh, of course, yeah. I haven't been on the ferry since that's been back. I remember when I was younger, coming back on the ferries, and you had huge shops on there selling everything, and everybody getting their duty-free booze and fags and perfume and stuff like that, loading up the car and then hoping the customs wouldn't look too closely when you got off the ferry. Rape oil is a thing. I thought it was, yeah, we've got fields of rape around here, which is a yellow flower. It is called rapeseed. Oh, getting a new power station as well up there. Oh, it's all happening up in Anglesey. Is that to power your model railway, guys? Stena Istrid. All right. I can't remember the last time I was on a ferry. Now I'm going to be on one sometime this year because I've got to come over to the UK to get something. So I'll probably come over via Holyhead. So if I do, I'll give you guys a shout, and I'll want to give Alan at Dragon Junction a shout as well. Call in to see you guys if you're available. But I'll be returning via Liverpool to Belfast. I think everybody probably knows why. Okay, Anthony, take care. You go off, try and enjoy the park. Have fun. Stay off those swings now, Anthony. Yeah, some of those ships are really big. I remember being on the Oscar Wilde? Is the Irish Ferries one? Or is that the fast catamaran one they have? What's the big one they have? I think it's the Oscar Wilde. It is massive. At one point, it was the biggest ro-ro ferry. You getting a third bridge too? Ooh. I was getting a free port status. Yeah, it's all happening up there. Oh, Estridge is such bigger now, is it? So it's no longer the biggest one. No, I just got an email in from West Hill Wagon Works. New product releases for May 2024. Well, let's see. Looks like they got some point motors. BR, NAR style eye lamp headlights for steam engines. Oh, in TT120. Oh, these are all in TT120. I was thinking, we've had this before. Class 55 Deltic detailed power unit and O gauge. Engage 1. Low relief trackside platform steps. If any of you haven't checked out West Hill Wagon Works, you should go over there and check them out. They do have a lot of good stuff there. Also, check out Timber Surf as well. He's got an online presence as well with some of the stuff he does. I don't need to read the email now. Very good. If Scotland got 3 bridges, 4th bridges next to each other, Wales can have 3 as well. It would be good if they had another bridge, because it was always, at certain times of the day, it was always a pitch point going across where it went down to a single lane. Yeah, make sure they better get a move on. Yeah, there's not much of me left. See the bridge from England across. I think I've seen that where they got the signs on the railway line, haven't they? So a tiny bridge. We had it when Ireland was partitioned. So you had the north and the south. There's a town here called Pettigo. And the guy lived on the Irish side of the river, but his garden and allotments were on the UK side of the river. So technically anything he grew in his allotment, he couldn't bring across the river into his house because it would be importing it. Some ridiculous things like that happen when there's a border goes up. Oh, you'll be at the UMRC show in August. Excellent. Well, hopefully I'll catch you there if I'm about. When is it in August? Is it the end of August or the beginning? This is the beginning. I've got my brother's wedding to go to on Saturday, right? Good job we had free movement in place. Yeah, but this was back in the 70s, because it was a program done about the border in the 70s. Might even be before that, because I think it was before what they call the Troubles kicked off. No, unfortunately, I can't come to Crewe, Brian. I was just saying earlier on to Jason when he was in that the missus and a couple of the kids are traveling over to Bristol that weekend. So I'll be here with the other kids. I was looking at just hopping on a flight from Belfast to Manchester and hiring a car and just going for the day and flying back. But I won't be able to do that now. So the next show I'll be at will be Staffold in October, which is the same weekend as Getz, because I will be operating the Inverlayer, which you would have seen at the NEC Worley show a couple of years back that I was operating. Well, say I was operating it. My daughter was there. She was doing a lot of the work while I was talking to people. You're going to miss the waffles. Yeah, it's a shame. I was going to try and get over to it, but these things happen. Oh, you off, Joshua? Take care. Good night, mate. Cell basis of Spike's Milligan's book Cocoon. Oh, is it? Yeah, what else was I going to do this evening? 37 stopped over there for some reason. Where's that stopped? Where's my little track tester? Oh, let's power on the track. Let's lift it off. Didn't accidentally did I? Nope. The wheels aren't excessively dirty, but it does feel really warm. Wow, that chip is hot. Let me leave that to cool down for a wee minute. Oh, you're going to the Killarney transport exhibit. Very good. Enjoy that. My job move around, it means I get every Sunday off as well, which means more shows. There you go. The Warley Stafford tickets go on sale today. Oh, do they? Ivo on. How you doing, sir? UMC is on the 24th, 25th of August. Great. Hopefully I'll be there for that. Check our website. You can book tickets for Warley at Stafford, cost £18. Chuck the chip in the bin. No, Brian. Well, I don't have to buy a ticket because one, I'm a Warley member, and two, I'm actually going to be operating a layout there. So, is that per day or for the weekend? It should be quite a good show, like with running trains and everything. I know it's narrow gauge, but still should be good fun. Looking forward to it. Just hope it's a decent weekend weather-wise. Okay, Clive, take care. Better check the drivetrain for lockups. So while I've taken that off, I will put the 66 on. I'll put the motor end first, just to see if that behaves any better going around. So 74. I'm going to put that into reverse, I'd say. Oh. Stop. Shot off like a bullet then. Ooh. Well, that went over the point where it derailed without derailing. So let's see how, if it makes it. Oh, Kieran's in the house, J94. How you doing, Kieran? Hope you're keeping well. Where did I put my phone down to? Yes, as RG changed, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you're new here. If you've got any questions, pop them in the chat. I'm going to be on for about another 20 minutes. I'll keep going to about 9 o'clock. So anybody got any questions, pop them in the chat. So it looks like advance is 18 and on the day is 20. Oh, if the decoder runs hot, yeah. All right, it's coming up to where it was derailing before. Is it going to go over without derailing? No. So I'll just check to make sure it wasn't actually partially derailed. Upgrade to DC. That snap sound wasn't good. Yeah, that was the baseboard joint. Of course, it's been quite warm the past couple of days, so has my track expanded? And well, it shouldn't. There's plenty of gaps, so it shouldn't be an expansion gap issue. I'm saying that it is fixed at both ends, soldered in place. So, right, let's see how it's looking. Right, it's not derailed. It seems okay. I must admit, I do love DCC for the fact. Nope. Really didn't like that joint that time. I love DCC for the fact that, you know, the way you can control trains, you're controlling the driving the train, not the track. I'm not too worried about the sound aspect of it because I find when all the sounds are going, it gets too noisy. No, that 66 does not like the track on here. So let's put 37 back on, see how that's going to behave. Porcupine Pig, how are you doing? That's a new name. Bring on the DC Revolution. Has the track between the rail spacing closed up? No, it hasn't. I'm just looking at it now. There is still gaps. It's fine. Like the joint is derailing on. There doesn't seem to be a height difference. Might be a slight misalignment, but everything else goes around there fine. It just seems to be the bogies on the 66. I'm going to show you there. There doesn't seem to be enough movement. When it's got its weight on it, it's not as free moving. So I might have to look. Yeah, you can see it's catching there. So I might have to do a little bit of fettling somewhere just to give it a bit more movement. So to look at. Call network rail out. All right, that's the last of that bottle of Dr. Pepper gone. Oh, and the 37 stopped as well. Let's give it a little bit more. Ooh. It's a problem with the Deltic. They are so heavy, it's hard for the bogie to swivel right. I think the problem with the 66 is, and maybe it's just that it's too light because there is no weight to it. So I'll work on that, have a fiddle with it, and see what I can do. DC Revolution, is that new quality control issue? Well, it's one of the railroad versions of Hornby, so unlike the bogey pivot on the Hornby 66, it looks very sticky. It does seem a bit sticky. The other, see, what have I got going around? So the EWS 37 is a V-Trains. The red stripe going around on the other layout is a Bachmann. And the other one is an Acura scale, the Phoenix livery. And the Intercity livery, that's another Acura scale. I see now the Acura Scale 66s have arrived in the country. They're unpacking them at the moment and hopefully start shipping soon. I didn't actually order one. I've got a couple of sort of Hornby 66s. I don't run them very often. They're not one of my favorite locos, even though they're very common in modern era, and I'm not particularly era. But, you know, I like the 37s and the 47s, that sort of shape. Oh, it's Leslie off. Okay, take care, Leslie. Catch you soon. When's your next video out? Split plastic in 3. Yeah, that seems the way a lot of the Hornby stuff is, and it's not great. So as I say, I'm going to be at the Bangor show tomorrow evening. It's open 7 to 9:30, I think. So I'm going to be there for have a look around, do a bit of filming. As I said, I might do a quick live from there to show people around, depending on whether I've got signal or not in there. I'll try not to cut across Anthony, who's on at 8 o'clock. Comes on usually, isn't he? It's unusual because Friday nights I'm usually running people around and that, and I don't get a chance to get into Anthony's stream very often on a Friday. So, but I've said no, this Friday I'm going to Belfast, and as it turns out, the youngest has half day tomorrow, so I can pick him up from school, and we're going to head on straight up to Belfast, have a look at the show. Is your internet still hanging in there, Brian? Yeah, there's something about the old tractors, the 37s. They're just nice. OBR diesels are the best. I'm not into modern locomotives now. Yeah. "31 fell the other day. Too much weight, not enough power." Yeah, like as most people know, my layout is in a particular era, region. You will see all sorts of trains running. I don't do prototypical. I just like building a layout and then running trains. Although this layout I'm building, I'm going to try and have 4 lines around. 2 of the lines will be more modern image, and 2 lines will be sort of steam era. So you have semaphores on one and lights on the other. Is there a Class 37 livery that you haven't got that you would like? Again, see, I'm not really worried. Now, the one I did actually want is the Phoenix one that's going around there. And Martin was kind enough to send me one up. So I'm very appreciative to Martin for sending that to me. But no, I just like all 37. What I really like is the red stripe, and I'm going to have 2 of those now. So actually boring Vectron and Trax locomotives here. Well, you're lucky. I don't have any locomotives around here. It's all nearest train station for me is 40 miles away. And to be honest, it's just boring. I won't say boring, but just either 3,000 or 4,000 DMU sets in Derry, or in Sligo, is it what their class, is it 2600s, the DMUs, Irish Rail use? Can't even remember. No, I don't have a DRS 37. I have a DRS 57. As he says, looking around trying to find it. Yes, 57. I think I got that at Getz last year, which then was taken off me and given back to me at Christmas, along with a red stripe 47. Porcupine Pig, I see the 800s are developing cracks again. Oh, are they? New white and red livery. Centro Motorway, that's the 37418 in a Lorem livery. Simon, how do you keep all this knowledge in your head? It's hard enough for me just to look at a loco and go, yeah, well, obviously a 37. But then when you get to like a 47 and a 56 and a 57, they're all sort of built on the same chassis and look similar. And you're like, without looking at the number, sometimes I would be pressed to figure out which one it is. I'm sure 37s are my favorite. I have 45 of them. If you think you've got an obsession, Brian Madden, if he's still on here, and his A4 obsession, I think he actually needs help. I should actually go and visit Brian and take a video of his A4s. He'll have platform 5 hooks in front of him. I can't even remember my DCC chip numbers. That's why I have this sheet to keep them all on, which is quite handy. It was one of the handy things about Railmaster is when you put them in, you could put pictures beside them and it would print the list off. So I think I will still be entering them onto Railmaster just purely to have that list that I can print off. Jenny Kirk has an A4 obsession as well. Well, Martin's goal is to have every A4 there ever was. And he's ordered nameplates and everything for them. So ones he's got 2 or 3 off, he's going to repaint, rename, renumber. I'll send you one for next week, a video that is. There we go. Brian's still here. His internet's still hanging on. So he's going to send me a video of his A4s for next week. So there's a guy in the UK with an Irish layout that has 308 O gauge 37s. Oh my God, that's 308. Oh, Donegal Junction's in. Hi, Tony. How you doing? Hope you're keeping well, sir. I just updated my cheat sheet 10 minutes ago. $308 O gauge 37s. Wow. Like I've got 7 DCC 37s, I think. I've got a couple of Hornby ones, which I don't sort of count because they're the railroad versions, the TTS ones. Who needs help? That's me off the hook. Yeah, 308, that's a lot of dollars. It is, right, yeah. Need to truck all themselves. Where does he keep them? Yeah. Now, Wexford have a lovely O gauge layout, which they need a lorry to move it around. As they say, it's the biggest portable model railway in Ireland. And it is a lovely layout. Like if you want to see it, check out my Wexford video. It's on there. Guess he has numbered each one and keeps them at home. Wow. 308 though, that is just, that's a mad amount. It's getting darker here. It's staying grey. No rain yet. Everything's still relatively dry. He has an Irish layout called Carrowbeg. Oh, that rings a bell. Carrowbeg. Around the cost of locos plus the cost of DCC chips, and especially sound. Yeah, it would be. I think I've seen Carrowbeg because the name rings a bell for some reason. It's starting here. You have about 30 minutes. All right, so it's on the way. Is it, Brian? I better get the washing in. Carrowbeg, sure, I have a video of that on this channel. Yeah, don't forget to check out each other's channels because I think most people on here have their own channel. So, yeah, I'm a bit worried that I haven't seen Flymo this evening. I was a bit worried when the regular doesn't turn up. He's probably got family around. Yeah, so show tomorrow, video out tomorrow, and so next week's video will probably be a video of the show, and live stream again next Thursday, hopefully. So I shouldn't miss any more Thursdays, barring any illness, accidents, or anything else, until August when my brother gets married. He's getting married on the Friday, so we'll be in the hotel Thursday night. You never know. It's down near Galway, so you could do maybe a quick line side live, maybe from one of the stations. But chances are, I will be in the bar. Don't think he was in RGJ the other night. Oh, right, okay. I'll drop him a text after, just make sure everything's okay. Yeah, my brother lives in Galway. He went down there to uni and never came back. And now he's getting married to a Galway girl. Oh, there's a song about that, isn't there? Yeah, I'm going to have to look up that Carabag now on YouTube, because I'm sure I've seen it. Right, so I'm going to call an end to the stream now in a few minutes. It's now 20:58, so finish it off at 9, so everyone had a chance to say goodbye to each other. So video out tomorrow, live stream back again next Thursday, hopefully. And anybody here who's going to be in Belfast, I'll see you at the show tomorrow evening. I'll be there, won't be there Saturday. So take care, everyone. It's been a pleasure having you here this evening. I really enjoy these Thursday evenings. And maybe next Thursday, I will be laying some track on this bit here, because I might get a bit of, excuse me, a bit of time on Saturday to build the next couple of sections, and then I need to start putting track down before I build any more sections. Yes, I think Monaco Grand Prix is on this weekend as well, so that'll be something for me to watch while I'm in here working on the layout. So again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. It's great chatting to you always. Everyone stay safe, enjoy your model railways, and I will catch up with you next week, next Thursday, and I'll see some of you hopefully at the show tomorrow. So take care, everyone. Good night.